So this week, both Patrick Stump and Lady Gaga came out with new videos for their newest singles. Lady Gaga with Born This Way and Patrick Stump with Spotlight. So I'm going to do one review where it's Gaga versus Patrick. I can hear the comments now. Why would you put these two together and they're not even in the same genre of music? They're in the same category right now because they're two artists that I like. Suck it, interwebs. So let's start with Lady Gaga. It was a 7-minute long music video, like a lot of her longer ones. And to start off, she told a story. You saw a pink triangle, some unicorns, some intergalactic things going on. It was a story about rebirth in a space adventure. It was the birth of Mama Monster. Speaking of the birth, there was a lot of that going on. A lot of gooiness, a lot of vaginal birth. In a very abstract sense. So it was neat, and a little hard to watch, but you know, whatever. We're all adults here, right? Her story was about an equal race, which is great and something that she's been focusing on throughout the Grammys, throughout all her talk shows that have preceded this video, and that's the message that she's trying to drive home with the song and with the new album Born This Way. My favorite part of the entire video were her features with Rick Zombie Boy Genest, if I said that right. This is mirroring back to, or, you know, was after the fact she kind of did this to build us up for the video. A fashion runway show that premiered in Paris when this song was remixed with another song, as I think that's how it went. But Rick was the main focus of the video that played during the fashion runway show. I just think he's an amazing character to see, and he's a model of sorts. He's that kind of artist that got his torso and face tattooed, and I'm just kind of glad that if we didn't know him already, Gaga introduced him to the rest of the world. Like all of Gaga's videos before, it is a total reinvention of herself, of her music, of her style. She does not do the same thing twice, which I am always very excited about, that we haven't seen much of anything like we've seen in videos, like, you know, her classics like Poker Face and Just Dance, and the ones that followed after that, like Alejandro. I even like the parts where she was, you know, dancing around in the black room in her bikini. Because it's just classic Gaga. That's what she used to do on the stages, at the festivals and stuff like that. I still hate this song. Now, Patrick Stump in the other corner. We're coming back down to earth with Pat as he gives us his video for Spotlight. I was trying to think of the word to describe it, and especially in comparison to Lady Gaga, and it was just so fresh. It was down to earth. He took people that kind of had human tricks, or stupid human tricks as some people call them, and he put them in their spotlight. There was cup stacking, double dutch, you know, stupid human tricks. Stupid. Jessica, do you have a human trick? I have my own web show. Yeah, that doesn't count. Whatever. Later on in the video, Pat tried the human tricks himself, and he was kind of fumbling with them, and it was kind of highlighting how cool these kinds of skills and talents actually are. This video totally reflects the song, you know, the poetry. Sometimes it doesn't match up at all, but I think it was beautifully done, and to pair it off with a great video, it was a great single, and I'm very, very proud of Pat and love to see how his career is going to take off. But my favorite lyric was depression is a little bit like happy hour, right? It's always got to be happening somewhere on any given night. I just am so in love with that lyric. So, in this competition, two worthy opponents with two completely different genres and fandom reaches. The winner is Patrick Stump. Why? Because I like the song too, and the video was really touching. Gaga is high production. At a certain point, everybody's expecting a spectacular spectacle out of her, and which I do too. And it was a pretty good video. Born This Way was not bad, but it didn't make me like the song anymore. And it had its weird parts. Not to say that weird is bad. They were just not as enjoyable as Patrick's Kids. Tell me what you think of either or both videos down below. I'm always listening to you guys. But right now, I've got to go paint a cat. Peace, love, rock and roll.